A gracious good morning once again. 'Tis I, Norton the First, by grace of God, Emperor of the United States and Protector of Mexico. Coming to you again on episode 13 of Emperor Norton's fantastic history vlog. Today is April 9, 2020. Before we launch into today's bits of history, I would like to once again wish all of our friends of the Hebrew persuasion a happy second night of Passover. Last night was the first night, and we had a wonderful virtual Seder. It was hosted by Grand Duchess Judy Leff, and we thank her for putting it together. And we also had in attendance Cantor Raz Barak. So thanks for that. It was wonderful. Which brings us to the topic of Easter this year. Now, we are well aware that on the Christian calendar, this is one of the most holy of the days. And we are hearing some very disturbing reports that people are planning on filling churches this Sunday. Please don't do that. You're not only taking the risk of infecting yourself, but also infecting others. If you truly believe that God is all-knowing and all-seeing, He will know and see that you are at home worshiping and not out causing havoc and infecting people and possibly causing their death. So please, stay at home this Sunday and worship in the safety and comfort of your domicile. Well, let's get to today's bits of history. We'll start with the San Francisco one. And some of this, once again, is taken from John Ralston's wonderful book, This Date in San Francisco. It's been a wonderful compendium and assistance to this vlog, and we give him a little salute. Hopefully he's tuning in. If you know him, please let him know that we are citing his work nearly every day. So this was the day in 1996 that Herb Caen, longtime columnist for the San Francisco Chronicle and for a few years the Examiner, I believe it was 58 years, Mr. San Francisco. He was awarded a special Pulitzer Prize. And I just want to read from here. Caen got a call from Catherine Hunt of the local Associated Press Bureau asking for a comment on his Pulitzer Prize. Caen knew that Karen was a great kidder because she used to be his assistant. "A little late for April Fool's jokes, isn't it?" he asked as he toyed around. She said, "Be serious, I'm on deadline." "What do you think I'm on?" snapped Caen, "the Stairmaster?" When he realized she was serious, all he could say was, "Duh, I'll get back to you." In this day in 1833, in Petersboro, New Hampshire, the first municipally supported public library in the United States opened. Isn't that wonderful? This date in 1865 was the surrender of General Robert E. Lee and the Confederate forces to General Ulysses S. Grant, general and head of the Union forces in Appomattox, and it was in the parlor of Wilmer McLean's home. The 4 years of fighting had killed 360,000 Union troops and 260,000 Confederate troops. In this day in 1928, Mae West made her debut on Broadway in the production of Diamond Lil. I remember one little joke or quote from Mae West. She would point at each of her legs and say, "This one's Christmas, and this one's Thanksgiving. Why don't you come up and meet me between the holidays?" Terrible imitation, I know, but what can I do? On this date in 1959, NASA announced the selection of the Mercury 7 astronauts. A few birthdays today: Playboy publisher Hugh Hefner, Tom Lear, the wonderful musical satirist that many of us remember from the 1960s and lives in Santa Cruz. Just south of here, is 92 today. Come back, Tom. We need you desperately right now. Let's see, what else do we have? Carl Perkins, the famous rockabilly rock and roller country star, was born this day in 1932. And on this date in 1960, Chubby Checkers' The Twist hit number one on the Billboard Hot 100. And in 1966 on this day, Simon & Garfunkel's The Sounds of Silence went number one. Also on this date, the Beatles' Ticket to Ride is released in the UK. And on this date in 1970, Paul McCartney announced that he was quitting the Beatles, although the official announcement, the lawsuit actually, would not be filed until tomorrow, effectively ending the Beatles. Famous deaths on this day: the famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright and comedian Sam Kinison. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you have any suggestions or topics you want covered, please place them in the comments. And we will be back with you hopefully tomorrow. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be kind to each other. A gracious good morning.